All right, let's talk about one of the biggest and honestly most dangerous mistakes new businesses make. It's this quiet, sneaky assumption that can totally sink a brand new venture before it even gets a chance to get started. So let's dive in.
Just picture it for a second. You've done it. You've built your dream business. That beautiful sign is hanging out front. The product you've created is, well, it's perfect. But there's this one crucial, invisible ingredient that most new owners completely forget about. And not having it, it can be absolutely devastating.
And look, I get why this happens. It's because you have poured everything you have into this. We're talking your heart, your soul, probably a good chunk of your life savings, all to create something you really, truly believe in. So, to make this feel real, let's use the example from our source material, a cookie shop. Imagine you've spent years getting a recipe just right. You know, with 100% certainty, that you have baked the most delicious, most incredible, most mouth-watering cookie in this entire city. There's just no doubt about it.
But right here, this is where we run into a huge common mistake. We'll call it the build it myth. It's this idea that if you just have an amazing product, that's enough, that success is guaranteed. And I'm sorry to say, that's just not how things work.
So you hang that beautiful sign over the door. You unlock it for the very first time. You're standing there ready for the crowds. But here's the question that should be keeping every single new business owner up at night. Will anyone actually show up?
Our source material really hits the nail on the head with this quote. You can't just put up a sign that says, "I'm opening a cookie shop," and then just expect people to magically appear at your door. The world is just too loud and too busy for that.
Believing in that myth, it leads you straight to a really heartbreaking place. The empty shop reality. And it all comes down to this massive gap between how passionate you are about your business and how aware the public is that you even exist. And this is the disconnect right here. On one side, you've got your excitement level, which is through the roof, right? You live, eat, and breathe this new business. But then, on the other side, you have the community's awareness, which on day one is basically zero. They don't know you, they don't know your passion, and they have no idea your amazing cookie even exists, at least not yet.
And this is where we get to the really hard truth of it all. If you don't find a way to bridge that gap, if you haven't built up any kind of buzz or anticipation in your local community, then nobody is going to walk through that door. It's really that simple, and it's that brutal. Your passion, all by itself, isn't enough to get people to take that first step inside. Okay, so that's the big problem. Now let's talk about the solution. And really, this is just marketing 101. It's all about one thing: creating excitement. Your entire goal is to take all that passion you have and transfer it over to your community. You've got to make them feel it too.
Now, the technical term for this is hyperlocal marketing. But don't let the jargon scare you. It's not nearly as complicated as it sounds. It is quite simply the art of getting your immediate community, we're talking your neighbors, the people walking past your shop every single day, to be just as excited about your grand opening as you are. So it really breaks down into a pretty simple, logical flow. Step 1. You are excited about your business. Check. We know that. Step 2, and this is the important part, you have to actively make your community excited. And only after you do that, do you get to step 3. They walk in the door, wallets out, ready to buy.
Now, we've been using this cookie shop example this whole time, but it is so important to understand that this idea applies to almost everyone. This principle is universal. Your very first and most important customer is always going to be your local community.
As the source material points out, this is the playbook for basically any business that relies on local customers. We're talking retail shops, bakeries, professional services like a notary, you name it. If your customers live or work near you, this is for you. So, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. You need to reframe how you're thinking. You're not just opening a business, no. You are launching a community event. Your job is to make your grand opening something the whole neighborhood has been looking forward to. And that really leaves us with one final big question for you to think about. Don't just focus on making the product perfect inside your four walls. You need to ask yourself, what is my plan to build genuine excitement outside of them before I ever even unlock that door for the first time? That's the question that really matters. Thanks for tuning in.